You are welcome to the 72 IG WhatsApp income training. My name is Tony Omotosho and I will be your trainer. This is video 1 of module 1. The entire module 1 is basically about helping you to understand affiliate marketing and the Expertnaire platform. This training is created with one purpose in mind, and that is to walk you through how you can go from 0 to 750k a month selling affiliate products on Expertnaire with your internet connected smartphone and WhatsApp. Those are the basic tools you are going to need. I will be recommending some other tools in the training, but those ones are mainly optional. To make this training useful for you, I suggest that for the first time you should go through the training, just go through it, then go through it a second time, but this time around you should jot and implement. And then of course ask questions where you have issues. So you can send your questions about 72IG to support@7stylecourses.com, but be sure to target 72IG in the subject line. Now I have to let you know that there is no filler content in this training. Every single video or PDF in this training is important. So I'm going to urge you to please watch all the videos in this training and go through the included PDFs. And this training is more focused on effective long-lasting strategies than just temporary tactics. And I'm going to recommend some books for you to read that's going to help you with your business sense and of course that's going to help you succeed. So the books I'm going to recommend to you are, number 1 is my book, How to Turn Yourself into a Life-Building Cash Machine, which you can get on Expertnaire or you can get at tonysbook.com. Then How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, which you can of course get from any business bookshop or from Amazon. Then How to Sell to Nigerians by Aki Alabi, which you can get from Aki Alabi's website. And then Sell Like Crazy by Sabri Sobi. So those 4 books, I recommend that you buy them and of course go through them as you go along in this training. So here is a list of the things you will need to implement what you are going to be learning in this training. I have mentioned some of them before. You will need a smartphone and of course good internet connection. Now the phone can be an iPhone or it can be an Android phone, but for this particular purposes, Android phones are much more preferable because of some of the apps that you will be using. Then number 2, of course, you will need a WhatsApp app which you can download from Play Store or you can download it from the App Store. And number 3 is optional. We're going to get there very soon. That is car.co, which is kind of like optional. What car.co helps you to do is to create a mini landing page, but again, it's optional. We're going to talk about that very soon as well. Then I also have some card recommendations here. So this is just in case you want to buy something online. For example, maybe you want to pay for card.co or some other things online. So the first card I recommend is the First Bank Visa Gold. And the second one I recommend is the UBA AfriCard, which is a Visa card. Then the third one is the GTB Dollar Mastercard. And of course the fourth one is Alert by Wema. So let's talk about your affiliate responsibility. As an affiliate marketer, your responsibility is to recommend helpful products to people who need them and who are interested in them, of course, and can afford them. That is your affiliate responsibility. If you follow this advice, you are going to be successful as an affiliate. That is, if you recommend helpful products to people who need them and who can afford them, then you are going to be successful as an affiliate. And how exactly do you do this? Number 1, you find a product that solves a problem for a group of people, and especially a large group of people. This is your audience. Then the second thing is that you find this large audience of people who need the product and who are interested in it. These people must be willing to solve the problem that the product helps them to solve, and then they must be able to afford the products. Then number 3, you have to establish yourself as someone they can trust, someone they like, or someone they respect. These parts of being an affiliate sometimes might not be needed if the sales copy you are using to promote a particular product is very, very powerful and converting on its own. Then number 4, you must be able to craft and send highly persuasive messages to recommend that product that you are promoting to people. You can do that via WhatsApp, you can do it via email, you can do it via Facebook and Instagram. So basically what you are doing here is that you are getting them to see why the product you are recommending is going to help them. This particular training is going to be focusing more on how you can use WhatsApp to persuade people to buy the products you are promoting. Now, one question people always ask me is that, must I use a product before I can promote it? And my answer is a big no. You don't have to use a product before promoting it as an affiliate. Now, unless you want to make this a personal decision, then that's kind of like okay for you, but it's not a rule and it's not necessary. The main question you want to answer before you promote a product, or what I would answer before I promote any product, is, will I recommend this product to my sister, to my brother, or to my mother? And if the answer is yes, then you should feel free to promote the product. That means if you are satisfied, if you are comfortable that this product is actually something that is valuable, that works, then you should be able to promote the product even though you have not used it. However, the best product you can promote as an affiliate is still a product you are using or a product you have used. And that is because when you use a product, you really know such a product and you can show personal proofs of the effectiveness of such a product. But of course, we can't limit ourselves to only products we have used. So in your journey as an affiliate, you are going to come across many products that are valuable and useful, but you are not using. And you should be able to promote these products to people who need them. So that's all about the first video of this module. So at this point, you can now continue to module 1, video 2.